Hello to all my fabulous students. As you know, we have a research project coming up, so I thought it would be a great time to review plagiarism. True or false, if you do not cite information used from outside sources in writing, it is plagiarism. Do. That is true. So what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as one's own. And by the way, I got that from dictionary.com, so please don't accuse me of plagiarism. But in all seriousness, plagiarism is dishonest, unethical, and it is even illegal. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Anytime you either copy word for word someone else's work and put it into your paper, or paraphrase it, meaning you take their ideas and put them into your own words, you need to give that person or resource credit. If you don't, there are some major consequences ahead. As a student, depending on the policies of the school and severity of the plagiarism, you could receive a 0 on the assignment, fail the class, or be kicked out of school. Now, that's usually at the college level, but still, all that tuition down the drain. They will not refund it if you plagiarize and are kicked out for academic dishonesty. Oh no. And then later in life, when you finally enter your professional careers, well, guess what? You're not above plagiarism there either. Professors, presidential candidates, and famous journalists have all lost their jobs and or bids for elections due to plagiarizing other people's works. Oh my gosh, this is serious business. So, deep breath. How can we solve this problem and make sure we cite our sources? Well, simple. We use a format called MLA, and that's for language arts or English. There are other formats, but the universal one that we use for language arts is MLA, and it's very simple. For MLA, you need to include an in-text citation or parenthetical citation within your paper, and you also need to include a works cited page at the end of your paper. Now, the in-text citation is a little bit briefer, and it's usually the author's last name and the page number. If you got that if you're citing something from an actual page, a resource with pages. If not, it would just be the author's last name or other information if there is no author. Now, let me show you an example. If you look at this partial student paper posted on the left side of our screen, at the bottom, I have a blue arrow pointing to an in-text citation. The in-text citation is surrounded by parentheses, and it says the author's last name, Layton, C9. Well, what does that mean? Now, if you travel over to the example works cited page, and you may be looking at this information thinking, that looks a little jumbled. Well, all it is a list of all sources cited within the paper, and it is listed alphabetically. So we have to scan down all the way to Layton, and we'll see that, Lindsay Layton is actually the author, and Lindsay wrote a piece that was posted in the Washington Post, hence the C9 page number, because newspapers are organized by letter and number. So this information works together. Within the paper, it's a short little citation, and then at the end of the paper is a more detailed description of where these resources came from, so that a person reading an article, paper, whatever it is that required a citation can go back and maybe review the full article that citation came from. So it's great for many reasons. Maybe you want to know more about it. Maybe you want to make sure the information is accurate. Maybe that information has changed. For example, in recent history, we thought Pluto was a planet. If you wrote an article 10 years ago citing Pluto as a planet, and then someone wanted to read your article from 10 years ago and they realized, that's why they thought Pluto was a planet. They used a resource that was outdated. So these citations come in handy for multiple reasons. I just threw a lot of information at you. You still might be trying to wrap your head around it, and it is okay. Thanks to the World Wide Web, there are so many resources out there that help us with in-text citations today and works cited pages. Two resources that I think are just fabulous. Purdue OWL, or Purdue Online Writing Lab, is a great website to go to if you want to know the rules, how to set up citations, what needs to be cited, how it should be cited, etc. This thing is like your encyclopedia for citations. And then Citation Machine, the second resource I have up here, oh my gosh, lifesaver. This little handy website, you just go to it, you put in maybe a piece of the citation that you want to be cited. Maybe you just put in your website that you got information from, or you just put in the title of the book that you got information from. You click submit, and this awesome website just does some kind of, behind the scenes magic, pulls up your citation just like that. You just copy and paste it onto your works cited page, boom, you're done. Well, as long as you put it in alphabetical order, you're done. You might have to rearrange some things as you continue to add to your paper or project. But this Citation Machine, it's a lifesaver. So please check this out. And if you have any questions as you are going through the process of writing your paper or creating your project, depending on what avenue you choose to present your information, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. But the first thing I'm probably going to ask you is, did you check out either of these resources before you tried to cite your information? And if you didn't, I'm going to direct you there first and then tell you to come and ask me your questions. So I really want you to experiment with these things and jump right into them. Thanks so much, guys. Can't wait to go on this journey with you. Toodles!